He sits alone in his room, staring into space. The silence around him is thick with thoughts he can't escape. At this stage of the journey, everything feels too much to handle. The weight of emotions he has suppressed, the confusion he has tried to bury, the intensity of the connection he tried to outrun, all of it has caught up with him. He has been running for too long, avoiding the depth of this soul bond. But no matter how far he runs, he keeps coming back, to you, to the energy, to the invisible cord that links his soul to yours. He doesn't know why he returns. He doesn't understand why he can't let go when it would be much easier to walk away. But deep within him, something keeps pulling him back even when logic screams to detach. This is not just emotional chaos. The universe places him at a crossroads, plunging him into a final test. A soul-level decision must be made, to rise or retreat, to surrender or sabotage. This is the divine masculine's darkest moment before dawn. The space where his soul confronts every wound, every fear, every illusion he's clung to about love and worth. At this point, he starts to question everything. Why does he feel so deeply about you? Why can't he move on like he's done with others before? Why is it that your presence still lingers, even when he's doing everything to forget you? He may lash out. He may ghost. He may block you. He may become cold or distant. He might say things he doesn't entirely mean, hoping that cutting the cord will free him from the overwhelm. But this is not rejection, this is resistance. This is the last cry of his ego, doing everything it can to protect him from feeling exposed, vulnerable, or unworthy. His soul is going through a final purge, which is violent and confusing because the ego is losing its grip. It is fighting to keep control, but the heart is beginning to speak louder. Here the ego tells him,
"You're not good enough for her."
The heart whispers,
"But she loves you anyway."
The ego screams,
"She'll see your flaws and leave."
The heart insists,
"She's seen your shadows and stayed."
An internal war is happening, and he's caught in the middle of it. As the divine feminine, you feel his absence in an almost unbearable way. His silence echoes louder than words. It feels like abandonment all over again, like history repeating itself. The fear of rejection, of being left behind again, creeps in. But this time, it's different. This isn't a goodbye. This is his soul retreating to find the strength to choose you wholeheartedly. This is his final test. Can he let go of his fears and meet your love with courage? This test will determine everything. It's not about perfection. It's about authenticity. Will he keep running from the one who sees through him? Or will he take the leap to be seen fully and still believe he's enough? In this moment of deep confusion, he almost lets you go. Not because he doesn't care. Not because the connection wasn't real. But because he's terrified he won't live up to the man you deserve. He fears failing you more than he fears losing you. That's why he pulls away. Not to hurt you, but to protect you from him. In his mind, stepping back is an act of love, even if it doesn't look like love. He convinces himself that releasing you allows you to find someone better. Someone who has it all figured out. Someone who doesn't have as much healing left to do. Someone who isn't afraid to love you out loud. But even as he tries to let you go, something stops him. A memory. A moment. A feeling. The way you saw beauty in his brokenness. The silent prayers you sent for his healing. The love you showed, even when it wasn't returned. You never left him, not in energy, not in soul. Even when physically apart, your essence remained. That truth follows him like a shadow. And slowly, it begins to dissolve his fear. He starts to understand that this connection wasn't meant to destroy but awaken him. To show him what true love looks like. To teach him that being loved doesn't require perfection, only presence. The more he reflects, the clearer it becomes. Running hasn't brought peace. Avoiding you hasn't brought relief. Suppressing his emotions hasn't made them disappear. If anything, the more he runs, the more lost he feels. And it's in this clarity that he makes a quiet, powerful decision. He stops running. He may not rush back into your life with romantic gestures or poetic declarations. He may not even reach out right away. But you'll feel the shift. You'll notice a softening, a gentler energy. There's a subtle return to truth, a readiness to face what he ran from, a willingness to begin the journey inward, not just for you, but for himself. This moment, where he nearly gives up, is also the moment he chooses growth. Before reunion can occur, this moment is sacred. It is necessary. The divine masculine must be stripped of every false identity he built to protect himself. He must confront the pain, the shame, and the self-doubt. He must meet his shadow face to face. He must choose to rise not because he's afraid of losing you, but because he's ready to love from a place of wholeness, not need. He begins to understand that loving you is not about completing him, it's about sharing the journey as equals. The reunion is not a reward, it's a reflection of the healing he's done within himself. And when he finally returns, he does not return like the man who ran. He returns as the man who faced himself. The man who chose love even when it was hard. The man who showed up, not just for you, but for his soul. This is the divine masculine's final test. And by surrendering his fear, owning his truth, and walking back into love with courage, he passes. And when he does, the reunion begins. Not just in the physical realm, but soul to soul, heart to heart, free of illusion, free of fear, true.